The WPS Flycam riding high above the Carrera Cup field as we gear up for one of their races. In round 6 of the championship, all of these drivers loving being a part of the huge support action here at Mount Panorama. We are just about set for a start. David Reynolds on the front row of the grid with Alex Davison, and Cameron McConville is with us in the commentary box. A number of drivers in this field, Cam, are doing double duty this weekend in the championship and, of course, racing in the Super Cheap Auto 1000. Nice start by David Reynolds on the outside, and he will take the lead into turn 1. Davison settles in behind him. Craig Baird, who is leading this championship in the VIP Pet Foods. Porsche is third. We've had an incident here, and that looks like Anthony Tratt sporting some damage.
Yeah, Tratt's just run wide there, and I'm not sure if that was actually Aaron Carrera that he tangled with there in the white GT3, so we'll have to have a look at that. But Reynolds got a great start. Look, Alex Davison just hasn't been able to get off the line so well this year. He struggles a little bit in doing that. He's generally one of the fastest guys over one lap, but David Reynolds, I mean, he's really the form guy in the championship at the moment.
Certainly was at the last round at Sandown as well. In the background there, it looked like Jim Richards in the OAMPS Insurance Porsche has made a pass on David Russell. He has. So he's chasing Wall now. He's up ahead of him in the Glenford's Tool entry. David Wall from New South Wales. One of the many cars prepared by Paul Cruikshank's operation on the Gold Coast. Let's take a close look here, Cam. Give us your thoughts if we can get a clear picture.
Yeah, look, Tratt's just actually run in to the left rear there. He got a little bit squeezed for room, but you can see he's right into the side.
It is Carrera by the looks of it
Aaron
too,
Carrera,
Cam.
yep, and Carrera hopefully avoids the wall. I think he does just, and Tratt resumes. Talking about these drivers, some of them driving in the main race, like Jim Richards, Craig Baird, Alex Davison. I mean, we've talked about it before, but you could not get two completely different cars around here. They're sitting on the opposite side of the car for a start. Sequential gearbox, around about 400 horsepower, rear engine car. I mean, it's just everything's so different, and you know, it may not actually be an advantage for them. It'll take them a few laps to readjust to get the absolute most out of one of these cars.
The telemetry tells us the fastest point on the track, not surprisingly, is on the entry to the chase in these magic sounding 6-cylinder Porsches, 272 kilometres an hour in 6th gear. Craig Baird starting to close now, sitting there in 3rd position, 852 points. He's on top of the championship board at the moment. Running 2nd in the WPS series is Alex Davison on 676, and coming into this round, David Reynolds 3rd, 567 points. Reynolds doing a good job at the moment. Baird may have been the form driver, Cam, in the early part of the season, but these two young blokes, we shouldn't forget that Davison is a former series winner in this class. They've really come on strong in recent rounds, haven't they?
No doubt about that. And I mean, David Reynolds, this is all he has to focus on this weekend, is getting the most out of that car and trying to win these races. And I think that's really helping him out. Alex will be jumping out of the DJR car, and Craig Baird, the WPS Falcon. Even though the cars are quite different, the lap times, if you compare the race pace of a V8 supercar, is pretty similar. 10, sort of high 10s they're able to do in the race, and 13.2 for that standing lap. So the actual pace isn't a lot different, even though they're very, very different cars.
Runner-up at the last 2 rounds, Oran Park and Sandown. That's Craig Baird. As you mentioned, he leads the championship by 176 points over this man. Alex Davison also running for the Glenford stable. Richards is starting to close in on David Wall, so that battle for 4th position is becoming interesting. Listen to them. So stiffly sprung these cars, and you can hear them protesting, the tyres, those control Michelin tyres protesting across the top of the mountain. Reynolds has his hands full here. Davison looking smart, looking fast.
The inside front tyre there gets a little bit light as you go into Forest Elbow, so just snag or just slightly grab that tyre. There's a yellow flag being displayed too as they come down Conrod. Davison, though, just not quite close enough to get into the slipstream, although he's starting to close, but he won't be able to do anything. They won't be able to pass into the chase here.
You can hear them right on the limit there on the entry to the chase. Look at Davison, stronger, maybe a little deeper on the entry to the corner, but Reynolds is out of the corner nicely, quite quick.
He's doing the right thing. He's not driving defensively yet. Jim Richards makes a big lunge under brakes, and he's going to get through. I think that's on Jonathan Webb there. So actually it was Wall. He got just through on the Wall on the inside, coming onto the front straight, and Jim moves up another slot. But I'm surprised at Craig Baird dropping off a little bit. I thought he'd sort of run with these guys. He has been most consistent in the championship, but just struggling for a little bit of speed here this weekend.
Good three-way battle here. Russell's not out of the mix either, and he was a player at the last round at Sandown. Anthony Tratt, look at the damage to that car, courtesy of the opening lap stoush, opening corner stoush with Aaron Karate. And remember, he's on double-time duty this weekend with Tony D'Alberto in the Toll HSV dealer team Commodore, their second entry.
I think that was a smart move to park that. That was going to do a lot of damage. You could see the tyre completely ripped off the rim. So a good move to lessen the damage when he was running right at the back anyway after that first lap incident. But you can see Alex is right on the back. Oh, the car got a little bit unstable there in through McPhillamy up to through Reed Park rather. But it's pretty much single file here. It's just very, very difficult to make a pass. Both cars are on the limit. And going down into Forest Elbow, down up the inside is about the only passing opportunity until they get right down to the chase.
Baird at the last round at Sandown scored his 10th race victory in Carrera Cup. Jim Richards is the man on top in terms of the statistics. 31 race wins in this class. Alex Davison has 24 and Fabian Coulthard 18. That was coming into this round. Baird, you're right, still lapping in the 2-minute 12s, whereas these two, the last time around, stroke for stroke, 2-minute 11 9-second laps for David Reynolds and Alex Davison. On Conrod Straight once again. Beautiful 911 GT3 Porsches, the latest version.
They're actually, I think, running into the rev limiter there in top gear through the chase, just bopping that limiter in 6th gear, so maximum speed. And being a mountain circuit, the air's pretty good. It's perfect conditions for these engines. So I noticed even in the V8 supercars with the cooler air on a sunny day like this, there's plenty of power.
David Reynolds leads the way from Alex Davison and series leader Craig Baird. We'll take a break from the mountain. This is Super Saturday. Still a lot more coming your way right after the break as we count down to the top 10 shootout this afternoon.